thing I will say, for it being September the 1st, wait, no, it's August 31st. Anyway, end of August, beginning of September, the trees are gorgeous out here. This is worth the drive alone. So today we're driving to the Sipsey Wilderness Loop. Actually, I think it's called the Big Loop. That's what it is on all trails anyway. It says 30.1 miles. And I'm a little rusty on hiking, so this should be a fun ride. I'm packed way too heavy. I measured my pack this morning, 32 pounds, including water. That's not too bad, including water. I'd like it to be lighter. My sleeping bag that I purchased from REI is rated down to 20 degrees, and I think that's going to be a bit much on September the 1st in Alabama. Look at these trees. There's been a lot of tornado damage, a lot of like straight line wind damage, a lot of trees bent over and houses bent over and barns flat on the ground in that same direction. So this place is seeing some shit. Well, it looks like we have found our parking area. All right, that's where we pay. Nice cool bridge down there. Nice. Oh, look at that. I can park in the shade. Amazing. All right, let's get suited up. You see, this is why backup cameras are essential in today's modern age, especially if you're going to be doing national park trips. There might be a ravine on the other side of the parking lot. When I say ravine, I mean whoa. It is a giant cave. 'Twas a dark and stormy hike. And the worst part was that he forgot his rain jacket. Dun dun dun! Just kind of feeling like I'm about to get soaked. Everything just went shady to the point where I took my sunglasses off and wanted to put my regular glasses on, but kind of don't want to stop and find them in my backpack. I can just clip these on for later, you know. I don't know. We shall see how wet it gets. At 0.2 miles, you come out to the creek over there, and then this is behind you. I've just happened across one of the most venomous creatures in the forest. I think it's legit about a storm on me. I changed into my fast drying clothing because everything's gonna get wet regardless. The humidity is ridiculous. Despite there being almost no water in the creek whatsoever, or the river, whatever it's called. I don't know, maybe this is normally a river, but right now I'm calling it a creek. Some of the leaves that fall out here are the size of my shoe. And I was noticing that until I got here. That's like... oh, like 20 inches long. At least double the size of that other leaf. What in the world? I think that's a pawpaw tree. No. Hiking with this noise in the background is like, I don't know, it's like 50-50 on exciting and terrifying. I think it's a good mental test of agilities. Am I prepared? Did I bring the right stuff? Which I already know I didn't. Forgot a rain jacket. Oh my gosh, this is like a freaking cathedral in here. Wow. Here comes the rain. So currently walking on trail 200, TR 200. A dry river. What a tree. I wonder when this fell. There's some nice little cave cutouts up there. I wonder if there's petroglyphs. Because this is the type of place that I'd be looking for if I lived here, 1,000 years ago. I was just living off the land. I mean, gosh, it's like, got this whole overlook here, slopes down to this beautiful bend in the river, creek, whatever it is, river that's very dry. It would just be so easy to pick off whatever you needed with a bow by sitting right on one of these ledges. I believe this is called Claymore Camp, if I'm not mistaken. We'll carry on. This is Claymore Camp. Yes, it is raining. I have yet to feel a single raindrop because of all of this green coverage above me. It's quite nice. Check out this tree way up here. See how it's grown into the rocks? Very strange happenings in the last probably like half mile. I'm about to walk through some very grassy terrain. I'm gonna put my pants on while I talk. But I keep hearing this sound that's going thunk, 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 thunk. And it's not like a woodpecker. I know woodpeckers are da da da, but it's very much like a purposeful thunk, 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 thunk. And then it might go thunk, thunk. And if I look at it, it's like silent. Look towards the area where it's coming from, it's silent. But if I turn around and start walking away, dunk, 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 dunk. It's like the Jumanji sound. I don't know. Maybe it's the first official sighting of the Alabama skunk ape. I guess I never really saw it, so. But it's pretty strange. It's not something I've ever heard in the woods before. Also, there was at one point where I was walking away and it was thunk, thunk, thunking, and then I heard what sounded like a stick breaking. Like somebody stepped on it. And the thunder and lightning has already scared everybody out of this forest, I guess. I'm going to leave this recording for a minute and see if I can capture it. It's honestly kind of wigging me out a little bit. my long pants on, tucked them into my socks. That and the promethazine spray that I put on my hiking gear should help defend me against most bugs. Oh, look at that. That's a cool one. Well, I appear to have escaped the Alabama skunk ape unscathed. Perhaps I will experience that at some other point in the Sipsey Wilderness. This place is wild AF. I honestly did not expect this from Alabama. It must exist. Oh, look. Hello, River Cane. Look how dark it is. It's like dusk almost. It's not even 3 p.m. Wild. What in the Harry Potter's Black Forest shit is this? This beautiful dead tree. Looks like just a good push would knock it over. Wonder what killed it. For scale, each one of those markings is an inch. Sipsey Wilderness is wild. This is a pretty gnarly place. See, somebody built themselves a little kettle hook. Well, if that don't look like where some predator lives, I don't know what does. As it turns out, you have to crawl through the cave to find the trail on the other side. Ooh, we're officially crossing the creek. Crossing the creek. Hope I don't die trying to get to the creek. Crossing the creek. Ooh. Tree crossing. Fun. On the other side of the creek, you can see down there about how much elevation I've gained. I'm probably 300 feet above the creek now, where I was walking level with it. And the climate, I guess the biome, has dramatically changed. Everything's like pine straw, and these guys now, this is deep in the woods. Isn't it funny? I traveled all the way to Oregon to hike the salmon huckleberry forest. And this was in my backyard the whole time. See that bird? That was beautiful. This is nature. Oh, cool. This is Fern Gully, I guess. Hour 5. Still wet. It's been raining for 3 hours. And I'm being violently molested by horseflies. None of the insect repellent that I got works for horseflies, apparently. Maybe it's like an attractant. I could hear the horsefly buzzing. There he goes. It's probably 100 feet down. Came from way back there. It's like way back in there. And now we continue on this way. Back to the road closed sign. Actually, I should check my map. Got to Haygood Creek, which is pretty nice. Still raining. I'm drenched. I'm sure you can see it dripping off my eyebrows. Still fighting off the horse flies. I was wondering, why are there so many horse flies? I started seeing horse tracks all over the trail, so that's probably why. Here's Haygood Creek. Beautiful little creek. Large creek. It's all the way down there. And our trail continues. Not gonna lie, I feel like just turning around and going back home. This is not fun for some reason. I feel like I just want to go home. It would be 5 hours of hiking out of here. 6 hours of hiking out of here. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow yet. I am about to go to sleep. It's only 6:30, but I am worn out. Eating dinner, about to hang my food bag up, and go crawl in bed. Hopefully, my stuff will get dry through the night. I think that's part of the attributing to the miserableness. And these giant flies, good grief. Well, I camped at Hargrove Creek. Woke up this morning feeling extremely exhausted. I don't know how much of a filter the Sawyer Squeeze is, but I don't feel so good. And I haven't had to do anything but pee yet, so that's kind of worrying me. Also, it hasn't stopped raining in 24 hours. No, it's been less than 24 hours. It's been like 20 hours. It rained all night long. So all the clothes that I laid out to dry are now just as wet when I dried them. Laid them out to dry. Which kind of sucks. It's fine. So now I'm hiking down Forest Road 208, hoping to catch a car and get me back to my vehicle. There are, as you can see, it's a mountain on this side and a gully on this side. And in the gully side, I keep hearing large things moving around. People-sized things. And the horseflies are still attacking me. So, I'm going to call it on this one. Now I know to pick up my trail at FR 208 East at the trailhead there. And I can pick this up at a later date. Or I can get back to my car, go buy a rain jacket, and come back and park there. That might be good. We'll see, depending on what my energy levels are like. Current situation is I'm on a bend in restricted northwest road, eating some cheese grits. Got my solar charger set up, drying my socks and my shoes, at least trying to. My feet started cracking really badly, and I could feel it every time I was taking a step. So I thought, you know what? It's time for some dry socks. And before I depart this time, I'm definitely going to hang my other pair of socks on the outside of my bag so that they can dry. Well, I've been hiking for about 4 miles this morning on the road. So now I'm going to try this 203 to try to get back to the car real quick. I'm on a major road now. Lawrence County Road 6, aka Cranal Road. Hiking through this dense jungle. It's quite beautiful though. Lots and lots of butterflies. Lots and lots of people trash. Lots of flowers too, which is great. Considering how dry it's been in Alabama the last few weeks, I'm sure this foliage all really appreciates it. Tried hitchhiking a few more times. Try to see if I could get a ride out of, just like the last couple of miles of roadway, to not have to walk on roadway with my shoes. No. I don't think anybody in Alabama knows what the thumb is. Like, I had a couple of people wave at me and like smile. Had a couple of people gun the gas right beside me to go and get way past me. Oh, look, here's Borden Creek Trailhead. See, watch this. I'm going to thumb out. Not a goddamn thing. Oh well. I guess we have to teach people in Alabama how to hitchhike. Synopsis of the Sipsey Wilderness, because I only have a minute left of recordings. It's raw. It's wild. There's a persimmon tree. Nice. Trails are barely marked, if at all, ever. You might get one on the trailhead and the trail end. Other than that, it just looks like a game trail, and you just have to trust it or hope that you have a good map. Water, scarce, and it's all got mosquitoes in it. I will be surprised if I don't have Giardia, whatever, however you say it. But yeah, needless to say, I will be car camping the Sipsey Wilderness from now on.